Hello everyone, this is Alex Quintero with my video blog on social justice, discussion blog number 4. A very important topic for counseling, both from a ethical approach and also, of course, from just a pure effectiveness approach and being able to counsel to many different types of clients. Specifically looking at the Christian worldview, which myself I identify as a very strong Christian and plan on moving into Christian counseling. So looking at what the Bible has to say about diversity, it's scattered throughout. From the very beginning, we're all defined as God's children, each and every one of us, all the different nations. And specifically looking at a couple different verses in Matthew 28, it says, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit." So a little bit later on, in John's letter of Revelation, he says, "After this I looked, and behold, a great multitude that no one could number from every nation, from all tribes and peoples and languages, standing before the throne and before the Lamb." So that's just two places in the Bible where it's really important, looking at cultural diversity and, of course, realizing that we're all God's children and all open and all have the gift of salvation and grace, that free gift that was given to us. So from a counseling perspective, and especially from a Christian counseling perspective, it's very important to remember this, because although you might specifically look at just counseling Christians, like that's what I want to do, eventually open my own practice and just look to counsel Christians, but Christians come in all different shapes and sizes and colors and from all different backgrounds and stuff, right? So although you may only be working with one subsection of people, or they have all one identifier, you're still going to deal with a lot of different cultural norms. So it's incredibly important to have that kind of cultural competence and understand how different phrases may be affecting people, different ways of grieving, just as one example, different cultural groups go through. And specifically in the textbook, it defines cultural humility as assuming a posture which seeks to understand and learn from another's perspective. And so in regards to all the ethical principles of humility, awareness, and social justice, this is really at the heart of it, because you can't want to, or you're not able to want to help someone from a different culture if you can't really understand them first. So specifically, as I move into my Christian counseling career, I think I'm going to take a couple actions to make sure that I'm positioning myself and my team to be culturally sensitive and make sure that they are working as agents of social justice, which is what we're all supposed to be doing as counseling, in addition to, of course, maintaining a professional help and counseling relationship. So something specifically, I think you can get right from the get-go on the intake forms, making sure that you're getting as much cultural information as you can while still being sensitive to the client. This includes making sure you're understanding what faith they come from, what cultural backgrounds they come from, how important they identify with those cultural backgrounds, and just being able to use that information in the first couple sessions to really gauge how you're able to interact with them in the way that's most effective for them. So those intake forms, I think, are a very powerful tool in being able to kind of gauge that right off the bat, even before you necessarily meet with the client for the first time. Specifically, like I said, I want to start my own private Christian practice. And so I plan on working with lots of other counselors. And I think that while we can all have personal moments of reflection with clients and some things that may come up that make us realize our own privilege, like it refers to in the textbook, and really make sure we're understanding our own cultural biases so that we can kind of leave those at the door and understand our clients better. I plan on implementing cultural and diversity training as part of my counseling curriculum, so to speak, for the counselors who are coming on the team. And overall, I think it'll be just more effective for all the clients that end up walking through our door and make us more effective counselors overall. So just a little bit of a look into cultural diversity and social justice and how important it is as a counselor. And really, at the end of the day, you can't be a counselor without also being an agent for social change. And whether you do that implicitly or explicitly through cultural training, it's going to be part of the job. So I think it's something that we all have to become accustomed with and, of course, become comfortable with at the end of the day. So thank you so much. This was my discussion blog for social justice, discussion blog 4, and I'll see you guys in the next one.